The six types of myth Professor Harrigan noted in her presentation was very impressive to me. I totally agree with the Pamela's comment that the social entrepreneur is also an entrepreneur. Social entrepreneurs provide the underprivileged with innovative solutions, new products, services, or processes. They are preliminarily driven by the social value, but the financial value should also be important for social entrepreneurs and investors so that social enterprises maintain sustainability. Entrepreneur is not a simple job. A lot of effort are made to start up the business, and it takes a long time to settle down. They are the people who does not sleep well. They're thinking about innovation. Social entrepreneurs may be even more difficult job than commercially oriented entrepreneurs because social mission is added to their job. I remember that Bill Drayton said social entrepreneurs are not content just to give a fish or teach how to fish. They are the people who does not rest until they have revolutionized the fishing industry. In Korea, that history of social enterprise is not long. It was initiated by private sector, and then government and public sector stepped in an effort to create jobs and provide social services to the poor and underserved. You may recall that Minister of Labor, Mr. Lim, mentioned this at the lunchtime speech today. The most unique feature of social enterprise in Korea is the existence of Social Enterprise Promotion Act that was legislated in 2007. Based on that act, Ministry of Labor is issuing a certificate for selected social enterprises and providing them with some subsidies and support. Government declared to establish 1,000 social enterprises by 2012. Now we have 319 social enterprises certified by the government as of today. Such a government initiative has improved the recognition of social enterprises to the public, and its number has significantly increased. But on the other hand, it has left several issues to overcome. Since the establishment of social enterprises have been initiated by the government, their activities were focused on job creation and social services for the poor, as I mentioned earlier. Social Enterprise Promotion Act has narrowed the definition of social enterprise, thereby limiting work scope otherwise performing broader activities. In Korea, at the beginning that Professor Harrigan mentioned that she doesn't like to use that social entrepreneurs, but in Korea that another tendency is that because the government started to use that the social enterprise, so other people who doesn't like that terminology, that we use social innovative enterprise or entrepreneurs. Why did it happen? In NGO initiated social enterprise without clear entrepreneurship. That was the initial problem. And then business. Some business participated, but their role was not actually proactive. Their involvement was more as part of CSR activities. Recently, government and public sectors stepped in before before markets matured. The strong government involvement influenced the making the market concept for job creation and social service providers. There has been a number of programs to develop social entrepreneurs in Korea. Examples are shown here, like training academies by NGO, business, university, and partnership between government and NGOs. Some development program performed in the form of social venture competition by public sector, private sector, NGO, or business. And there are some other programs, they send people to overseas to see some of the examples in other countries, and study group and universities. But in those various activities in Korea, some limitations are seen in identifying and supporting initiative, innovative social entrepreneurs who can work sustainable social enterprise as follows. Firstly, most programs are so general in selecting trainees and candidates, mainly for working for social enterprises. They are designed for social service providers or working staff rather than entrepreneurs. Secondly, many of them are short-term or one-off seminar or training. The focus was not given to identifying potential entrepreneurs or supporting them afterwards. I do not believe that entrepreneurship can be trained in a short-term period. Thirdly, a lack of support. Establishing an enterprise is not an easy task. It needs a lot of preparation work, test, and experience before a company runs successfully. Social enterprise may be even more difficult because it contains one more concept, social, compared with other commercially oriented companies. Therefore, once we identify the right one, it is necessary to provide them with the full support for some time until they make their vision realized and that the social enterprise become sustainable. Last year, I had a chance to visit Ashoka Foundation and look at Ashoka's program, which was very impressed to me. I will not go further because you already will know all of these three qualification, election criteria. But what they do is a very strict selection process. And then after that, they provide a lot of support and incubation. So that, it takes 3 to 4 years to go through all this process to identify and support. And Ashoka identified and support 700 fellows for last 30 years. As you've seen in the morning through Bill Drayton's presentation, a lot of success. Qualified the Ashoka Fellows as still alive and working there. Social entrepreneurs are the key to the successful the social enterprise. Social enterprise in Korea need to build up a sustainable business model. To achieve this, we need to find the potential social entrepreneur and support them for their business success. It is necessary to make a long-term investment for the selected potential social entrepreneurs. Sorry. This is oops. This is a social solidarity banks model, which we benchmarked from Ashoka Foundation. So we developed a plan program to identify and support potential social entrepreneurs in Korea, while the most programs in Korea are focused on training for the journalists in social enterprises. Social Solidarity Banks program put emphasis on entrepreneurship in social enterprise as well as social aspect. We designed this program very intensive and in-depth. It includes strict selection process, supporting packages such as stipend, business consulting, and monitoring by the professionals. We don't want to be a lot of people be selected. We'll start with a small number of people because it is very important to set up model in Korea. I quoted this from Pamela's paper because it explains what the social entrepreneurs do and what government and business should do in identifying and supporting social entrepreneurs. Social entrepreneurs are developing social issues that business and government have failed or unable to tackle due to their unique natures or limitations. Last slide I have is the collaboration among the parties involved. Each component in our society has its own strengths and roles. In the ideal society, the individual components work together to achieve the best result. Business, like SK, Samjeong, KPMG, who has resources, money, people, know-hows and experience on this entrepreneurship, can collaborate with NGOs or civil organizations which has enough or good knowledge to achieve the goal. Government can provide legal and institutional infrastructures, and business enterprise provide financial support, while civil society or NGOs identify the talented potential social entrepreneur, support them, and run business of developing enterprises. We have to put the strengths of business, government, and private sectors together. In this way, successful and sustainable social enterprises will be firmly established, and our society will become a better place. Thank you very much.